Have you ever felt that people come to you only when they need something? Have you ever canceled your own plans, your rest, your sleep, or your peace just to help someone who forgets you the moment they're done? The townspeople rushed to protect their gardens and belongings. Max also ran out, but not for his own things. He rushed to help his friend Jack, whose tools and equipment were still lying outside. They worked together quickly, moving everything into the shed. Max returned home to find his own garden in ruins. His furniture soaked, plants uncovered, and boxes scattered. He sat on the steps, staring at the muddy mess that used to be his peaceful garden. If you have felt this, then this story is for you. Sometimes life teaches us the hardest lessons through the people we care about. In a small, peaceful town surrounded by green fields and old houses, there lived a man named Max. Everyone in town knew him. If someone's bicycle chain broke, they called Max. If someone needed help carrying boxes, they knocked on his door. If a lonely person wanted company, Max was there. He never said no. He always smiled and said, "Of course, I'll help." He believed helping others made him a better person, and people praised him for his kindness. But slowly, Max's own life started slipping away. His garden stayed half-cleaned. His windows were cracked. His roof needed repair. His own problems piled up, but instead of fixing them, he was out helping everyone else. Every night, he came home exhausted, covered in dirt and sweat. His mother looked at him with tired eyes and said, "Max, you help everyone, but why does no one ever help you?" Max smiled faintly and replied, "It's okay, Mom. One day, they'll remember my kindness." But that day never came. One evening, dark clouds rolled in and heavy winds began to blow. The townspeople rushed to protect their gardens and belongings. Max also ran out, but not for his own things. He rushed to help his friend Jack, whose tools and equipment were still lying outside. They worked together quickly, moving everything into the shed. Max returned home to find his own garden in ruins. His furniture soaked, plants uncovered, and boxes scattered. He sat on the steps, staring at the muddy mess that used to be his peaceful garden. His mother placed a warm towel on his shoulder and whispered, "Max, today you saved everyone's things except your own." Something inside Max finally shifted. The next morning, tired and confused, he went to see Mr. Morgan, a wise retired teacher who lived by the river. "Sir," Max said, "I don't understand. I help everyone, but I feel empty. Why does kindness feel like it's breaking me?" Mr. Morgan looked at the river flowing calmly and said, "Max, watch the river. It nourishes trees, birds, and animals. But if it floods, it destroys everything in its path. Kindness without limits becomes self-destruction. You are kind, Max, but you have no boundaries. Saying no sometimes is the most honest form of self-care." He gave Max a simple challenge. For the next 7 days, pause before saying yes. Ask yourself, will helping them harm me? Will I lose peace, time, or energy I need for myself? If yes, say not today. The next day, Jack ran to Max asking for help moving a heavy box. Max looked at his own broken fence and remembered Mr. Morgan's advice. He breathed deeply and said, "I'm sorry, Jack. Today, I need to fix my own fence. I can help you later, but not today." Jack was shocked. Max felt a twinge of guilt, but stayed focused. Hours later, his fence finally stood strong. For the first time in years, Max felt pride in taking care of his own life. Over the next days, Max politely refused small favors while focusing on his own tasks. He felt lighter, calmer, and more peaceful. When another storm hit, no one came knocking for help. Max fixed his roof himself and realized, this is what it feels like to depend on myself. Weeks passed. Max stopped running everywhere for everyone. He invested time in his garden, cleaned his house, and took care of himself. Surprisingly, people began to respect him more. Jack started solving his own issues. The town was still friendly, but no one treated Max like a tool anymore. His face looked fresher, his garden bloomed, and for the first time, he laughed freely. One afternoon, Mr. Morgan visited and asked, "So, Max, did the world fall apart when you stopped saying yes to everyone?" Max smiled, "No, sir. My world finally started coming together." Mr. Morgan nodded. "When you stop saying yes to everyone, you finally say yes to yourself, and that is when life begins to change. Remember, saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you strong. Protect your time, mind, and heart, because the world will only respect you when you respect yourself. If this story gave you a new perspective on life, don't just watch. Take a small step for yourself today. Like this video to honor the lesson you just learned. Share it with someone who always gives too much of themselves. Subscribe to One Lesson before sleep and turn on notifications, because every night brings one story, one lesson, and one moment that can change your life. Remember, saying no sometimes is saying yes to your peace. Start protecting your time, mind, and heart today.